Hey y'all, welcome back to my tunnel. I'm Barbara if you're new here. I'm so glad that you stopped by my channel. I am in the tunnel. I already have the lights on because I'm gonna see if it can give me a few more moments. It's probably about 30 minutes before it gets dark. This is the only time I had today. I wanted to sneak out here and it wasn't as cold. Y'all, it has been, I don't want to say cold because that's probably a little bit dramatic, but it's been very cool here compared to the temperatures that we've been having. I'm in zone 7A in Tennessee, and for the past few days it's been like 55. That's a little chilly, especially when you put the wind on top of that. I came down to the tunnel yesterday, probably an hour before this time, and it was cold. Like, it was 55 in the tunnel. And so when I came down yesterday, I was like, can't do it, cannot do it. And I think because when you go from like 75, 80 to 55, it feels really, really cold because you're not used to it. By the time it starts being 55 all the time, you're a little bit more accustomed to it. But when I came down yesterday, I didn't do anything. I have not been in the tunnel since the kids came and did their thing. If you did not see my video, either one or two videos back when we had a group of young people come out here and help us on the farm, it was absolutely amazing. Make sure that you watch that video. I'll try to pop it up here. But when I came down yesterday, too cold, so I closed up the tunnel a bit. And so both sides are down and the back, the back is down. And then I had the front partially closed. I came down here this morning and opened it. It was like 72 degrees in here. Today was about 65, so 10 degrees warmer, and that made a huge difference. A huge difference. And then for the next few days, it's going to be in the 70s. So, yay, because I'm hanging on to fall as much as I can. But I'm in the tunnel, and there's lots to do, and I'm trying to figure out where to start. So let me, let's see. Let me turn you around and show you what we got going on. So the seed starting table is full of plant starts. And these were some of the things that we did not get to on when the kids were here, which is fine. So it was on the list to do. It did not get done. So that means it's on me, which is perfectly fine. But so we have lettuce here. We have kale. And these are some transplants that I bought. The rest is stuff that I started that is ready to go out. I also have this bed that is pretty much empty. I need to get the rest of the debris out and amend it. This is the bed that the peppers were in. We harvested all of the peppers and then we pulled those plants up. And so you know what? I think where I'm going to start is here. Let's start here and get this bed cleaned up. That bed is ready to plant. So I amended it with some nutrients. I put fresh compost over the whole bed. I'm keeping my eucalyptus. You can see the big one there. And then you really can't see it, but I have another small plant starting. The leaves are coming in, but it's like that one right there. That's the second eucalyptus plant that I did from seed. I'm going to see how big it'll grow. They got a lot of eucalyptus when they came this past weekend. So I've noticed that the eucalyptus that looks older doesn't smell as strong as the ones that are newer. So if you guys are eucalyptus, and so if any of you are a eucalyptus expert, then please give me some tips. I mean, obviously I've grown it from seed and I've done well, but in terms of harvesting it, should I be harvesting at the lower leaves first, harvesting it more frequently? Because I see that some of the leaves are brown, and when I take them off and smell them, they're not as look at that, garden hands. I very rarely wear gloves unless I see some ants. But I very rarely, I already said that, on the eucalyptus. Let me know if you have any tips. Yeah, because I notice when I take off the parts that are more brown, that's not like that pretty traditional green, it doesn't smell as strong. So that bed is ready to be planted, but I'm switching gears. I think I want to finish planting the lettuce bed because I have some lettuce transplants Here's one thing about gardening in the fall that is a bit different from the summer, is that things tend to grow a lot slower, especially in a tunnel. And as you can see, we still have our shade cloth on. That was another thing that was on the list to do when the kids were here. And again, it was raining. And then my husband could not find his ladder. How you lose a whole ladder, I don't know. So we did not get it done. And I've never taken off my shade cloth. I've always wanted to, because I know that's the ideal thing. But it's still on here, and you want to take off the shade cloth so that, because the days are shorter and the temperatures are not as high, then you want to try to give the plants as much sun as possible. Otherwise, they will really, really, really slow down. And the last few days, it's been 50s, and it hasn't been sunny at all. It's been cloudy. It's been looking dreary. We did have rain that one day, but like yesterday, it was 55. It never rained, but it was not a sun in the sky. And so plants, again, with the shade cloth on, whatever little sun's coming down, it's blocking it. So hopefully we'll be able to get the shade cloth off in the next couple of weeks or so we can give the plants a chance to thrive a little bit better. And I'm excited to see what happens without the shade cloth. We're not there yet, but I hope that we will get there. So I'm going to switch over to the lettuce bed and put these lettuce transplants in to kind of help fill up that bed. What made me talk about things going slow is because I feel like my lettuce is going slow. Now, lettuce likes the cool temperatures, and it's been vacillating between cool and not so cool and all of that. But it's going slow, and then they harvested the majority of my lettuce. For sure. That's fine. We can always grow more. So let's switch to the lettuce bed and let's get these transplants in. And then that way we can at least have one thing like checked off the list. So this is some red romaine lettuce. This is just a transplant to kind of help fill in the bed. I do have some more lettuce started over there on my table. But it's not ready. I wanted to get a little bit bigger before I put it out. So we'll put this in here. Let's just put that on the ground and just fill in some of these places until you can see where I've started some lettuce seed here and there, but they wiped me out. Like that one came out of the ground because they probably pulled it too hard. Anyway, we'll get this planted up, and I'll be starting lettuce all throughout the season for sure. Okay. So I'll just finish getting this planted up and filling in this row here, and that'll at least fill up this space. And pull up some of these little weeds and stuff and cultivate while I'm in here. Feels good to put your hands in soil. Always. I feel like it's been a while, but has it? I don't know. Feels good. I don't want to try to remember when's the last time I did it. I know it couldn't have been that long ago. But so far, it never gets old. The transplants at the store now are $5.98. I only buy them if they're a 6-pack. This one right here looks like it's struggling, so that's perfect. We got 5 in that row there. So we got the lettuce planted. So next we're going to replant this row. I feel like I'm starting all over. Feel like I'm starting all over. I'll just leave it at that. So this is the row where I had kale in here. I did not have it covered because I didn't think they would mess with the kale. And I thought I was safe for a little while. And it was in here 2 days. And I'm pretty sure it was a rabbit that came and ate it all up. And it's been eaten up. It's probably been 2 weeks since that happened. And it's not really growing back. I see one down there growing back. So I bought some starts. We're just going to start replacing it with what we have. And then we'll definitely cover that up. Okay, it's a little unclear, but basically I got, I think, 8 kale in the ground, and my daylight is leaving. Okay, my daylight is definitely leaving, but I got 8 kale in the ground. I also found some more lettuce that was ready to transplant, so I just transplanted out 6 more, so that's a total of 12. So in 30 minutes, y'all, we got a lot done. I mean, for 30 minutes, that is. So we amended a bed. It's ready to plant. We did 12 lettuces and kind of finished that bed a little bit. And then we pulled up all of the old kale roots that the rabbit ate, and we planted 8 more. I'm about to cover this back up and water everything in that we planted. And I'm going to think about what I'm going to plant in that other bed. I'm going to give it some thought. Okay, one last thing I want to do is harvest the rest of this basil. This is all that is left. They got everything that they wanted. So let's get the rest of it before it gets too cold. These clippers or snipper pruners that I have rusted. It's getting it, but it's closing right away. Oh, it smells so good. So very good. I'm going to use the last of this basil to make more basil salt. It doesn't take much. So somebody said that they wanted to see me do it, so I'll try to do a video and show you. I gotta find my other pruners. How do you keep your pruners from getting rusted? Do y'all take them in the house at the end of the season? Okay, I got this much basil. A bucket of basil. That should be on a shirt. Oh, and speaking of shirts, I've had many of you, I don't know if you're new, if you've been here, but I had many of you, I think you guys are new, that have said this, have commented on the shirts that I wear in the garden. I do have my own gardening t-shirt line. I launched it earlier this year. It didn't really do well, and that's, I mean, I ordered this, I got the shirts for me, and I thought others would want them. And so I kind of went back and pulled it back. So it's not out there for sale now, but I'm thinking about relaunching it in January. Now that I have more subscribers, more people see me. And I've gotten a lot of comments in the last month or so about the shirts that I wear. 90% of the shirts that you see me wear on my channel are shirts that I had designed, and that's part of my t-shirt line that, I was doing. I pulled it, like I said, it's not on there now, so you can't buy it, but pretty much 90% of the shirts that you see me wear are coming from me. There, I would say the other 10%, I have a couple of shirts from Dirt and Devotion, which is a homesteading group that does t-shirts. And then my cousin has a t-shirt line, so when you see me with the Christian stuff, like the John 3:16, that's from my cousin's line. But all of the gardening stuff is typically mine. So this is one of my shirts, I Grow Food. You can see the design there. Y'all, my hair. I literally just had my hair done. Oh, and it's not even hot out here. It's just I guess, it's not even humid. I don't know what it is. Anyway, it's not going with this weather. Anywho, I'll have to straighten it back out, all that good stuff. What was I saying? Oh, let me know if you guys are interested and gonna buy the shirts. Okay. Again, it's not, when I say it's not a big deal to me, I did it because I wanted to wear my own shirts in the garden and I could not find any. So that's why I did it. That's the only reason I did it. I couldn't really find what I was looking for. And I already had a t-shirt line with my business. So for those that are new to me, I have my own business. I have an HR consulting agency. So my career and what I went to school for is HR. And so I launched an HR t-shirt brand line for HR professionals probably 2 or 3 years ago. So I already had that. And so when I started gardening, I just, hey, well, let me do it again for the gardening community. So if you guys like it and like you want me to launch it, like, because you're going to buy it, let me know. If not, ain't no big deal. No harm, no foul. Okay. But look at my bucket of basil. Isn't she lovely? So I'm going to take this in the house. Smells so good. Smell it, y'all. Smell it. Smells so good. So I'm going to take it in the house. I'm going to make some more basil salt. The first recipe I did of basil salt, I like it, but I don't love it. So I'm about to go back in the lab, the kitchen, and we're going to do a little something different. So I will try to make a video and take you along with me, so you can see it's easy, like super easy. But the one that I did, I like it. I don't love it, and we're going to get to love. That's what we're going to do. So y'all, what can you do in 30 minutes in your garden? You can do a whole lot. We amended a bed. We planted out 12 lettuces. We planted out 12 kale. Ooh, I need to cover that up. Y'all, let me get off this video. It's getting dark. Let me cover up my kale, because the rabbits think they're going to eat tonight. They're not eating my stuff tonight. No, they are not. And then let me water everything in. And then I'm headed into the house. Thank you guys for joining me. You can do a lot in 30 minutes. If you only have 30 minutes, don't be sitting at home moaning because you only have 30 minutes. Get out in your garden, do some things. This was on my list. I can check it off. Do I have plenty more to do? I do. But I took 30 minutes and I got some stuff done, and so can you. Remember, gardening is a journey. We don't do it all in one day, but remember, let's grow together. Can't wait to see you next time. Bye, friend.